The bank's grand lobby hummed with tension as the black CEO, Marcus, stood before the manager's desk, his father's weathered ID in hand. The deal, a massive $5 billion merger, was moments from signing, the room thick with executives eager to seal it. The manager, a stern figure with a smug grin, snatched the ID, glanced at it, and with a sneer, flung it to the polished floor. "This trash doesn't belong here," he spat, and the room froze, the deal collapsing in an instant as Marcus's eyes blazed with fury. Marcus's father, a stoic man who'd built his life through grit, stood rigid, his pride shattered by the insult. The executives exchanged shocked whispers, some reaching for their phones, sensing the scandal brewing. Marcus knelt, retrieving the ID with a trembling hand, his voice low but lethal. "You'll regret this." The manager laughed, oblivious to the storm he'd unleashed.
Oh.
While the deal's abrupt end sent shockwaves through the room, something bigger was about to erupt. Outside, a crowd gathered, drawn by the commotion, as Marcus stormed out, his father beside him. The manager's arrogance had lit a fuse, and the CEO's next move would turn this humiliation into a battle that would grip everyone's attention. The air crackled with anticipation, the stakes higher than anyone could foresee. That night, Marcus paced his office, the ID clutched tightly, its edges worn from years of his father's labor. He vowed revenge, rallying his legal team to dismantle the bank's reputation, but a mysterious call interrupted someone claiming to have footage of the incident. The voice was cryptic, promising leverage, and Marcus agreed to meet, his mind racing with possibilities. His father, silent but supportive, watched with a knowing glint, hinting at a past strength Marcus hadn't tapped. The meeting took place in a dimly lit warehouse, where a hooded figure handed over a USB, the video showing the manager's insult in crystal clear detail. Marcus's shock turned to determination as he realized this could ruin the bank, but the figure demanded a favor in return, undisclosed, yet ominous. Back at the office, he uploaded the footage to a public platform, the video going viral within hours, igniting outrage. The bank manager, unaware of the storm, celebrated his power play with colleagues, oblivious to the digital noose tightening. Marcus's father suggested a bold counterstrike, his voice steady. And the CEO knew this was just the beginning of a war that would shake their world. The video spread turned the bank into a pariah, protesters gathering outside as Marcus leveraged the chaos to rally support from rival firms. The manager, now sweating, faced a boardroom full of furious investors, their trust in him crumbling. Marcus's father revealed a hidden ledger proof of the manager's shady dealings, handing it to his son with a grim nod. The CEO's shock at the depth of corruption fueled his resolve to strike back. Late that night, Marcus broke into the bank's archives, the ledger guiding him to incriminating files. An alarm triggered and security closed in, but he escaped with the evidence, his heart pounding. The manager, alerted, realized his empire was at risk, his smugness replaced by panic as he ordered a cover-up. Back home, Marcus and his father pored over the files, uncovering a network of bribes that tied the manager to a shadowy syndicate. The deal's end was no accident. It was a power play, and Marcus's next move would expose it all, shocking even his allies. The next morning, Marcus leaked the files, the syndicate's ties to the bank exploding across networks. The manager's office became a fortress, guards posted as he scrambled to silence the truth. Marcus's father, once a bank teller himself, shared tales of the manager's early ruthlessness, giving Marcus a personal stake in the fight. The CEO's public denouncement of the bank drew a line in the sand, his father's pride restored. A rival executive, Lena, approached Marcus with an offer: join forces to topple the bank and split the profits. Suspicious but intrigued, he agreed, unaware of her own agenda. As they planned, the manager hired mercenaries to eliminate Marcus, their shadows lurking near his home. The attack came at dusk, bullets shattering windows, but Marcus and his father fought back, aided by Lena's unexpected backup. The mercenaries retreated, and Marcus's shock at her loyalty hinted at a twist. Lena's help came with a hidden price. Lena revealed her price: control of half the merger's assets once the bank fell, her smile masking ambition. Marcus agreed, his father warning of her cunning, but the alliance was their best shot. The syndicate struck back, hacking Marcus's systems, but his father's old-school knowledge helped isolate the breach. The CEO's resolve hardened as the war escalated. The manager, cornered, framed Marcus for the syndicate's crimes, planting evidence in his office. Police raided, but Lena's connections cleared his name, her influence shocking even the authorities. The public rallied behind Marcus, his father's story of resilience fueling a movement. Late that night, a syndicate enforcer confronted Marcus, offering a truce if he dropped the fight. His refusal sparked a chase through the streets, ending with the enforcer's capture and a cryptic message about the manager's true master, setting the stage for a deeper conspiracy. The enforcer's interrogation revealed a shadowy figure, the broker, pulling the manager's strings, his wealth tied to the bank's corruption. Marcus and Lena dug deeper, the enforcer's intel leading to a hidden vault. His father's memory of old bank layouts guided them, but the vault's defenses were lethal lasers, and traps awaited. The CEO's shock at the scale of the broker's operation fueled their determination. They breached the vault, uncovering records of stolen wealth and a video of the broker ordering the ID incident to humiliate Marcus's family. Lena's eyes gleamed with greed, but Marcus's father urged caution, sensing a trap. As they copied the data, alarms blared, and guards stormed in. Marcus fought them off, his father's strength surprising, while Lena hacked the exit. They escaped with the evidence, but the broker's face on a screen warned, "You've crossed a line," hinting at a retaliation that would shake their world. The evidence went public, the broker's identity exposed as a tech mogul with global reach. The bank manager, desperate, fled, leaving his staff to face the fallout. Marcus and Lena leveraged the data, rallying investors to seize the bank, but his father noticed Lena's subtle moves to edge him out. The CEO's trust wavered, yet the alliance held for now. One night, the broker's drones attacked Marcus's home, their precision targeting him and his father. Lila's quick thinking disabled them with a homemade jammer, her ingenuity shocking Marcus. The attack left the house in ruins, but they survived, the stakes rising. Lena suggested a bold strike on the broker's stronghold, her ambition clear, but Marcus's father whispered of a betrayal brewing. The CEO's next decision would determine their fate in this escalating war. The strike team assembled, Marcus leading with Lena's tactical input, his father's wisdom guiding their stealth. The broker's stronghold loomed, a fortress of steel and surveillance, but Lila's jammer gave them an edge. Inside, they found a control room, its screens showing the manager begging for mercy from the broker. The CEO's shock at the manager's cowardice fueled his resolve. The broker appeared, a towering figure with a cold smile, unleashing robotic guards. Marcus and Lena fought back, his father's old combat skills surprising even the team. Lila hacked the robots, turning them against their master, but the broker escaped, leaving a bomb. They disarmed it with seconds to spare. The explosion narrowly avoided, but Lena's quick grab of a data drive hinted at her true goal. Marcus's father warned of her treachery, and the CEO braced for a twist that would test their alliance. Lena's data drive revealed the broker's offshore accounts, a fortune ripe for the taking, but her refusal to share it with Marcus sparked tension. His father urged him to confront her, their bonds strained by her greed. The CEO demanded transparency, but Lena's smirk suggested a power play, her loyalty hanging by a thread. The public's support for Marcus grew, pressuring her to comply. That night, the broker's mercenaries ambushed them, Lena's hesitation costing them ground. Marcus's father took a hit, shielding his son. And the CEO's fury unleashed a counterattack, driving the attackers off. Lila's quick patch of their comms saved the day, her brilliance a beacon. Lena relented, handing over the drive, but her eyes betrayed a plan. Marcus's shock at his father's injury deepened, and the alliance teetered as the broker's next move loomed. Marcus's father recovered, his resolve hardening, but the injury left him wary. Lena's data unlocked the broker's network, exposing a plan to crash the global market, with the bank as the linchpin. Marcus rallied his team, Lila's coding a shield against the cyber assault. The CEO's leadership shone, but Lena's ambition cast a shadow. The broker struck, a virus locking their systems, but Lila's counter-hack held, her speed shocking even Marcus. Lena, seizing the moment, tried to redirect the data to herself, but his father caught her, forcing a standoff. The tension broke with a gunshot Lena's ally, downed by a guard. The team regrouped, Marcus forgiving Lena's lapse, but his father's distrust lingered. The broker's voice taunted them, promising ruin, and the CEO knew the final battle was near. The virus's aftermath left the company vulnerable, but Lila's ingenuity restored their defenses, earning Marcus's trust. Lena, chastened, worked to redeem herself, her skills aiding their counterstrike. His father, healing, shared a tale of the broker's rise built on betrayal, giving Marcus a personal vendetta. The CEO's determination grew. The broker's next move was physical armed. Thugs raided their base, seeking the data drive. Marcus and his father fought back, their teamwork a sight to behold, while Lila and Lena held the digital front. The thugs retreated, but a tracker was planted, exposing their location. Marcus traced it to a skyscraper, the broker's lair, and prepared a raid. His father's warning of a trap only fueled his resolve, the stakes higher than ever. The raid began, Marcus leading with precision, his father's guidance key as they breached the skyscraper. Alas hack, disabled cameras, but the broker's traps, gas, and turrets tested their mettle. Then his redemption shone as she disarmed a turret, her courage surprising Marcus. The CEO's shock at the fortress's scale deepened their focus. Inside, they found the broker, his smirk chilling as he activated a self-destruct sequence. Marcus's father tackled a guard, buying time, while Lila raced to stop it. The tension peaked, but she succeeded, the building trembling. The broker lunged, a knife flashing, but Marcus disarmed him, his father's pride evident. The victory was close, but the broker's final words hinted at a successor, leaving them stunned. The broker was bound, his empire crumbling, but his successor's name, the Shadow, echoed in his taunts. Marcus secured the skyscraper, Lila's data purge wiping his network while Lena guarded the exit. His father's injury flared, but his spirit held, urging Marcus to finish it. The CEO's resolve solidified. The public hailed Marcus as a hero, the bank's fall a symbol of justice, but the Shadow's rise loomed. Lena confessed her past ties to the broker, seeking forgiveness, and Marcus, shocked, accepted, seeing her potential. That night, a message from the Shadow arrived, promising revenge. Marcus and his father prepared, the war far from over, their next move critical. The Shadow's first strike was Satala, financial chokehold on Marcus's allies, forcing defections. Lila countered with a blockchain shield, her brilliance shocking the team, while Lena tracked the funds. His father's old contacts revealed the Shadow as a former ally of the broker, adding a personal twist. Marcus's determination grew. The pressure mounted, a rival firm ambushing their base, but Marcus's father led a defense, his strength surprising. Lila's hack exposed the firm's ties to the Shadow, turning the tide, but a traitor within struck Lena's old ally. The traitor was subdued, but Lena's guilt deepened. Marcus forgave her, his shock at her past fueling a tighter bond as they braced for the Shadow's next assault. The Shadow escalated, unleashing a cybervirus that crippled the city's systems, blaming Marcus. Lila's counterhack traced it to a hidden server, her speed a lifeline, while his father rallied the team. Lena's intel pinpointed the Shadow's lair, a fortress of steel. The CEO's shock at the chaos fueled his resolve. They stormed the lair, facing drones and traps, Marcus's father taking point. Lila disabled the server, but the Shadow appeared, a masked figure with the broker's voice, revealing a twisted mentorship. The confrontation was intense. Marcus disarmed the Shadow, his father's support key, but the mask fell, revealing the manager, back from hiding. The twist left them reeling, the battle far from over. The manager's return as the Shadow stunned Marcus, his father's rage boiling over. Lila secured the server, uploading proof of the manager's deceit, while Lena fought off guards. The CEO demanded answers, but the manager laughed, activating a fail-safe explosives. The lair trembled. They escaped the explosion, leveling the fortress, but the manager vanished, leaving a taunting note. Marcus's father collapsed, the strain too much, and Lila's quick aid saved him. The public's support surged, but the threat lingered. Lena suggested a trap, her redemption driving her, and Marcus agreed, his shock turning to strategy. The war's end was near, but the cost was rising. Marcus's father recovered, his wisdom guiding the trap, luring the manager with fake assets. Lila coded the bait, her genius a shield, while Lena scouted the meat point. The CEO's determination shone, but the manager's cunning loomed, The plan was risky. The meet turned chaotic, the manager arriving with mercenaries, but Leela's hack jammed their comms. Marcus and his father fought, Lena's combat skills surprising, and they captured the manager. His shock at their victory was palpable. Interrogation revealed a deeper syndicate, the manager a pawn. Marcus's next move would expose it, but the cost to his family weighed heavy. The syndicate's exposure rocked the industry. Marcus's evidence dismantling their network. The manager, broken, named their leader a tech titan, Victor. Leela's hack traced his base, while his father's contacts rallied support. The CEO's shock at the Titan's power fueled his resolve. They raided Victor's lair, facing elite guards, but Lila's virus turned their tech against them. Marcus confronted Victor, his father's strength aiding, and the Titan fell, his empire crumbling. The victory was sweet. Victor's last words hinted at a successor, leaving Marcus stunned. The war ended, but a new threat brewed, his legacy at stake. Marcus solidified his company, Lila's innovations driving growth, while his father retired, proud. Lena became a trusted ally, her past forgiven. The public adored Marcus, but Victor's successor, a young hacker, emerged, taunting him online. The CEO's vigilance returned. The hacker struck, a subtle breach, but Lila's counterhack held. Marcus traced the signal, preparing a final stand, his father's wisdom guiding from afar. The stakes were personal. Confrontation loomed. Marcus's next move to end the cycle, his legacy hanging in the balance. Marcus faced the hacker in a digital duel, Lila's support key, while Lena guarded the perimeter. The hacker's skills matched Lila's, but Marcus's resolve broke through, exposing her as Victor's daughter. The CEO's shock turned to empathy, offering her a chance. She surrendered, the cycle ending, and Marcus's company thrived. His father watched, proud, as the village his team celebrated. The ID framed symbolized their triumph. Peace settled, but a faint signal hinted at a new challenge. Marcus stood ready, his story inspiring, a legend in the making.
Subscribe to Bobtails for emotional drama, powerful twists, and stories you'll never forget.